Well, the death of a 34-year-old tech professional Atul Subhash, who committed suicide, is now making headlines. Atul's family has accused his wife as well as his family members of threatening him. In fact, in the FIR that has been registered based on the suicide note that was left behind by Atul, where he's detailed, rather narrated, the ordeal that he faced since his marriage, starting from the fact that false cases were registered against him in Jaunpur. In fact, the family members say that between Bengaluru and Jaunpur, he's made about 40 visits. Now, while we do not know much details about what he really went through beyond just the video statement that has been given by Atul as well as the suicide note, the investigation is already underway. What has essentially happened is that this has led to a massive debate taking place in the entire country. One, with regards to the misuse of marital laws. Secondly, with regards to the redressal of certain rights. These are some of the issues that have been sparked by the death of Atul. In fact, first, take a look at this report, and then we're also going to get into a conversation with Atul's family members.
मेरे भाई ने बोला कि अगर मैं सुसाइड कर लूंगा तो आपका बाल कैसे चलेगा, तो वो बोलती है कि तुम नहीं दोगे तो तुम्हारा बाप देगा, तो सुसाइड कर लो। क्यों नहीं की? तो कोर्ट के दायरे में रह के वो कोर्ट में बोल रही थी ये सारी चीजें, तो मुझे लगता है कि ये मेंटली हरासमेंट नहीं था तो क्या था।
This was Atul Subhash's brother's ordeal. The entire country has been taken by a storm. A 34-year-old Atul, who is a techie based in Bengaluru, took his life alleging years of distress by his estranged wife and her family. Atul's wife, Nikita Singhania, has been booked along with 3 other family members. Nikita's mother, Nisha, her brother-in-law, Anurag, are among the people who have been booked by the police. Bengaluru DCP Dr. Shiva Kumar revealed further details of the ongoing probe.
Atul Subhash on the 9th of early morning committed a suicide. Regarding this issue, his brother has given a complaint in Marital police station. The family members of his wife and their relatives demanded money for settling these issues. So they harassed him. For that reason, he has committed suicide. He has given a statement.
The 4 accused have been charged under Sections 108, abetment of suicide, and Section 3, Clause 5 of the BNS Act, which deals with joint criminal liability.
उनके परिवार वालों के खिलाफ जो है दहेज उत्पीड़न का मुकदमा भी हुआ था और मुकदमे हुए थे, घरेलू हिंसा का मुकदमा हुआ था और इनकी पत्नी ने डाइवोर्स का भी मुकदमा एक फाइल किया था यहाँ.
Atul's brother Bikas has leveled horrifying allegations. He claims that Atul's wife filed false charges against Atul and wanted to extort 3 crore rupees. The anger continues to mount, and now it's beyond measure.
मेरे बच्चे ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. बच्चे को इंसाफ दिला दीजिए, बस मेरे बच्चे को इंसाफ दिला दीजिए और कुछ नहीं चाहिए मेरा.
आपको पता है 498 जैसे केसेस जानबूझ कर लगाए जाते हैं पुरुषों के ऊपर. 95% सुप्रीम कोर्ट कहता है कि ये फेक हैं, केसेस फर्जी हैं. तो जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ही लीगल टेररिज्म कह रहा है तो आप अनुमान लगा सकते हैं कि क्या हालत होगी इस देश के पुरुषों की. बेचारे दम तोड़ देते हैं, कोई सुनने वाला नहीं है.
And in order to meet his own kid, she is asking him money of around 30 lakhs and also monthly maintenance of around 2 lakhs, where the judge has ordered maintenance of around 40,000 rupees per month to maintain a 2 months kid, 2 years baby.
How she is working?
Yes, she is a working woman and she is earning a very handsome amount. But even after that, she is asking a money for a maintenance for his kid and for herself also.
This incident has sparked a fresh debate on the misuse of Section 498A in India. The Section 498A states, whoever, being the husband or the relative of the husband of a woman, subjects such woman to a cruelty shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 years and shall also be liable to a fine. Is this particular section now being weaponized by some? A suicide note spanning 24 pages and almost 90-minute long video has sent goosebumps across the nation. The case has drawn attention to the increasing incidence of harassment leading to suicides, and calls are growing for stronger legal action against emotional abuse. A Supreme Court bench comprising Justices B.V. Nagaratna and Kocheswar Singh noted that sometimes the provision originally intended to protect women from domestic violence and harassment is increasingly being exploited by some. Not only that, the bench opined that the law is being weaponized to force the husband and his family members to comply with unreasonable demands. As this sparks a fresh legal debate, the question remains: when will we finally see legal safeguards that prevents the misuse of Section 498A?
Well, in fact, justice is due. This is what Atul had said. And in fact, this is now becoming a growing chorus across the country. Joining us on This Is Exclusive tonight is Naveen Kumar as well as D. Patil. Both of them have known Atul for some time. Naveen, I want to start with you. How long have you known Atul? And the fact that it seems from the suicide note that this ordeal has been going on for quite some time. Was there a point in time that he shared with you what he was going through?
Sir, so he was, I know him from past 3 years. He was associated with Save Indian Family Foundation. So he reached out to us asking for a help that his wife has put a series of cases like 498A, TV, 125. And now what she has also done is, since 498A has become a common case, she has also started filing 302, attempt to murder, 377, unnatural sex. So all these IPC clauses, whatever she had, she used as a weapon. In a continuous cases of 9 different criminal cases was filed. And he was, and those were filed in Jaunpur and other states. And he was forced to travel every 4 days from Bengaluru to Jaunpur. And this, he was sharing with us that he is finding very difficult in order to manage his work because he was in a very high position in his company, as well as he was top AI, artificial intelligence and machine learning experts. One of in India's top talent, he will be named top 10 person in AI and ML field. So he was expressing this concern that it is very difficult for me to manage both. Now, he didn't see an end at all. What is happening, where we are going, because the wife is asking him 3 crore rupees to settle all these cases. And at one point of a time, she has already, she also filed 302 that my father died because of his harassment. But in the cross-examination, she agrees that it is because of the illness within his father, he died. So these were there, and he is not a person who was a very depressed or anything. He really calculated. He is a very calculative person, and he calculated everything and recorded and given us all the documents that
I'll come to
stands.
That.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Naveen, I'll come to that, but before that, let me also get a quick word also from D. Patil, who's also, I'm told, knows Atul, knew Atul for some time. Mr. Patil, the question here would be that did he actually have any evidence? All of this, at the end of the day, requires a thorough investigation, and none of us can really come to any sort of conclusion at this point in time. Having said that, prima facie, if you simply go by the suicide note, it raises concerns, but none of us can say this with any sort of certainty unless a thorough investigation is carried out. I want to ask you this, that in the course of the conversation that you've had with Atul, because I'm told that with what Naveen was also saying, that he was open about the fact that this is the ordeal that he was facing. Did he ever say that there was documented evidence that he had, and perhaps that is the reason why he wanted to, he wanted the entire nation to perhaps wake up and take cognizance of what he was going through?
See, in his long video of 1.5 hours, where he has in detail explained what situation he's went through. And during the course of that video, he says that after giving so much of evidences, and even if still the justice is not delivered, means there is nothing, there is no other hopes as he was having. And he has also shared the bank statements, WhatsApp chats, and the ticket booking, which he has done for over the period of time to run all these legal battles. And all the evidences were present in the court, and it is very much are available in the court. And he has left no stone in order to make sure that he is an innocent, and he has been filed with multiple series of the cases. And if you see his suicide note, out of the total nine cases, in that 498A itself is filed twice, and 125 maintenance was filed twice. So it clearly says that it is an vindictive approach from his wife's side, who has harassed him to such an extent that he has left with no other option to end his life. And when we say in detail his suicide, there are four key revelations which comes out of his dying declaration. One is he's talked about the systematic corruption which is happening in the system, and the second one is the legal harassment he was facing through by attending all those 9 cases, and the sort of criminal intimidation and the financial harassment he was going through from his wife, where wife has demanded 30 lakh rupees just to see his son's face, and 3 crore rupees of alimony in order to get into a divorce. This is nothing but an financial harassment and a
Mr. Patil, I'm sorry I have to interrupt you here.
And on the suicide video.
Mr. Patil, I'm sorry I have to interrupt you here because we seem to be having some problem with your audio line. But thank you very much, Naveen, as well as Mr. Patil.